All right, let's talk about one of the trickiest parts of English, those pesky irregular verbs. But you know what? Stick with me, because we're going to crack the code, and you'll see they're not nearly as random as they look.
You've probably asked yourself this exact question, right? It trips up pretty much everyone. Why does that simple little ed rule just suddenly stop working? Well, today, we're going to solve that mystery together.
So here's the best way to think about it. Imagine English verbs are split into two teams. You've got your predictable, rule-following verbs, and then you have the rule breakers. And today, we're focusing on that rebellious second group.
And this slide just lays it all out perfectly. Over on the left, you've got your regular verbs. They follow that simple, dependable rule, just add ed for the past tense. So play becomes played. Super easy. But on the right, well, that's where the rule breakers do their own thing. Go doesn't become goed, it totally transforms into went.
Okay, and this is what everyone tells you, right? You just have to memorize them. And honestly, that sounds awful. Like you have to learn this huge, random list. But what if I told you there's a pattern hidden in all that chaos? A much smarter way to learn them. The secret really starts with this one key idea. Every single verb, whether it's regular or irregular, has three fundamental forms you need to know. Just think of this as your essential toolkit for building any sentence you want. So let's break down this toolkit. First, you've got the base form. That's just the basic dictionary version of the verb, go or eat. Then in the middle is the past simple for actions that are completely finished, went, ate. And finally, you have the past participle. This one is special. It loves to team up with helper verbs to create more complex tenses, giving us gone or eaten.
Okay, so why do we even need these three forms? Well, think of them like Lego bricks for building our sentences. Let's see how they actually click together to build different ideas.
All right, first up, the past simple. This one's the easy one for sure. You just grab that second form of the verb when you're talking about something that's totally finished. Subject plus the past form. She ate pizza. The action is done. It's in the past. Simple. Now here's where things get really interesting. We use that third form, the past participle, and we pair it with have or has. This creates something called the present perfect tense. So, she has eaten pizza. See how that's different? It means the action has some kind of connection to right now. Maybe she's not hungry anymore. It's a bridge from the past to the present.
Okay, we've got the forms, we know how to use them, but what about that big scary list we have to memorize? Well, here is the big reveal. These rule breakers, they're not completely random. They actually fall into a few predictable patterns.
So first up, we've got type 1. These are the true individuals of the verb world. All three forms, the base, the past simple, and the past participle, are completely different from each other. Think about go, went, gone, or see, saw, seen. Each one is totally unique.
Then you've got this super common group, type 2. Here, the verb changes for the past tense, but then it just stays the same for the past participle. This is great, because it means you only have to learn two forms instead of three. Buy becomes bought and stays bought. Make becomes made and stays made. So much easier, right?
And finally, my personal favorite, type 3. These are the lazy verbs, and they're the best. They don't change at all. The base form, past simple, and past participle are all exactly the same. Put is always put, and cut is always cut. You gotta love them for it.
All right, you've seen the secret patterns. So, how about we put your new knowledge to the test? Just a quick, fun practice round. No pressure at all. You ready? Let's do it.
Okay, here's the first one. Yesterday is our clue. It's a completed action in the past. So we need that second form, the past simple of go. What do you think?
And it's went. Yesterday, I went to the market. If you got that, awesome job. Okay, number 2. Look closely. You see that helper verb has? That's our big clue right there. It means we need the third form, the past participle of eat, and the answer is eaten. She has eaten breakfast. Perfect. You're totally getting the hang of this. Question 3. The phrase last week tells us this is a simple, finished action in the past. So, what's the past simple form of buy?
Yep, it's bought. They bought a new phone last week. See, that's our type 2 pattern in action.
Last one. Again, check for the clue. We've got the helper verb, have, which means we need, you guessed it, that third form, the past participle of see. And the answer is seen. We have seen that movie.
Fantastic work. See, not so scary when you know what to look for.
So if there's one thing you walk away with today, it's this. Irregular verbs are not just random chaos. Yeah, they break the main ED rule, but they have their own little secret clubs and patterns. And once you learn to spot them, the whole thing gets so much easier.
See, learning the patterns really changes everything. And of course, that makes me wonder, now that we've decoded irregular verbs, what other English rule breakers should we dive into next? Let us know what you think.
Happy learning!